Let's try that again. Good afternoon, everybody.
Good afternoon.
I think it'd be great if we started our events by getting off the bus together. I love that. Best green room ever. Welcome, everyone, to the ribbon cutting for RapidRide G.
Thank you.
Yeah, let's hear it. Typically, the last week of August is a quiet time for local government, but not this week. We're having an absolutely epic week of transportation milestones, plus this morning's opening of the new Ocean Pavilion of the Seattle Aquarium. We're here today to celebrate the completion of construction on the RapidRide G Line, which has transformed Madison Street. It truly takes... Oh,
I don't know which mic it
is that better? We're here today to celebrate the completion of construction on the RapidRide G Line, which has transformed the Madison Street corridor. It truly takes a village to build a complete street, particularly if you're replacing a 120-year-old water main in the process. I want to begin by thanking the community members and local businesses along Madison. It's been a long and complex construction process, and we appreciate your ongoing involvement and patience throughout the project. And thank you to all of our agency and funding partners who are here today, including King County Metro, Sound Transit, Washington State Department of Transportation, and the Federal Transit Administration. Let's hear it for our partners. This project provided us with a rare opportunity to truly make a complete street with a holistic multi-benefit approach. We've taken these complex five-way intersections and made them safer for walking, biking, and transit. Created our first ever center bus boarding islands, necessitating a new type of bus with left side doors on it. That's going to be really exciting innovation for moving people and goods through this corridor quickly. This is a great example of our approach to maintain and modernize our infrastructure and create opportunities for low-carbon transportation in the city of Seattle. Now I'd like to introduce my boss, Mayor Bruce Harrell. Thank you so much for your support of all of our infrastructure.
Thank you, Greg. Thank you, Greg. Let me amplify here. Heck, I'll do a little karaoke while I'm up here with this mic.
All right.
Thank you all for being here. This is an exciting day. Point of personal privilege, I have to tell you that it's very apropos we're standing right here when we look at the neighborhoods we are connecting. First Hill, Capitol Hill, Central District, and Madison Valley with the services and opportunities at this corridor. I was actually baptized at this church. I was married at this church. I went to school 3 blocks away here at TT Minor. And yeah, I'm old. That's what you're thinking when I say that. But I've seen this corridor change, and the kinds of investments that we have with our partners that Greg mentioned, the kind of collaboration and the kind of patience that I'm going to talk about that the community had to have to get this here. Indeed, this is worthy of a ribbon-cutting day and a celebration. I want to again thank Greg Spots, our administrator, Veronica Vanderpool from the FTA and the Biden-Harris administration. The Biden and Harris administration, that's may change shortly. Little inside joke there. Our federal delegation, Senators Murray and Cantwell, and I see Senator Jamie Peterson over here. I'm sure there's some other electeds here that I'm supposed to acknowledge, but I didn't have my spotters. So you could shout your name out if you'd like. Thank you for your leadership on the state side as well. Our representatives, Senators Murray and Cantwell, Representatives Jayapal and Smith, who helped pass the bipartisan infrastructure bill and the American Rescue Plan, and of course the perennial transportation partners, King County and Sound Transit. Thank you. Let's give them a hand. I'd like to share a sort of a funny quote with you, if I may. Lots of people want to ride with you in the limo. But what you want is someone who will take the bus with you when the limo breaks down. That was a quote from the famed transportation expert Oprah Winfrey. But I hope everyone will take a moment to look at the bus behind us. Now that's a limo of a bus. And consistent with our environmental sustainability efforts and commitment, this demonstrates our our commitment to saving our planet, saving our air, saving our water. This new RapidRide G Line will launch on September 14th with 21 new bus stops, 1.4 miles of dedicated bus lanes, and 6-minute intervals most of the day. Now that is a sweet deal. It will be served by the new 60-foot buses, which you can see behind me, and I encourage everyone here to check it out. That's why we got it on this parking lot for you to see. And public transportation, as you well know, pays huge dividends. 5 times the economic returns for every $1 investment, and approximately 50,000 jobs for every $1 billion. So I want to acknowledge in closing that it took us sort of a long road, excuse the pun, a long road to get here. Businesses were impacted, neighborhoods were impacted. I'm not just talking about the 9.1 lane miles of concrete streets that are part of this project. And of course, you know, the transportation levy that we passed many years ago, of course, helped pay for this, and we have another opportunity to pass another levy that you will shortly see. This fall, voters will be able to vote on the new transportation levy, which includes 160 projects to improve bus trip reliability and connect people to light rail stations, 15 paving projects to maintain and to modernize our Seattle streets and more. Just a little plug if you start thinking about how we have to invest our money. But this project is a difference maker, again, not just for the transit riders and for the community. And so, again, I want to thank the community, the transit advocates, the small businesses, for their patience, their resilience, their feedback. You know, many of us have been around the block a few times. We know sometimes this kind of positive change does take patience. So I close with saying thank you very much for your patience, and I can't wait to cut that blue ribbon with those big scissors. Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much, Mayor Harrell. This project would not be possible without the support of the Federal Transit Administration. The FTA contributed over $80 million to the project, thanks to President Biden's American Rescue Plan and FTA's Capital Investments Grants Program. And we have so many projects that we're collaborating with FTA on, and we're just so appreciative of your support of SDOT, of the City of Seattle, of King County, and the entire Puget Sound region. We really do want to be an exemplar for low-carbon transportation. So now I'd like to welcome Federal Transit Administration Acting Administrator Veronica Vanterpool. Thank you.
Thank you. Well, I have to put this mic down because I'm Latina and I talk with my hands, and this is, you know, this is going to slow me down a little bit. Oh, did I turn it off? Is
There it is.
hello?
No, not yet.
Oh, that's working, I think.
Hello? All right. Well, good afternoon, everyone. It is such an honor to be here with you all. What a great, great group. So let's see who's in the crowd. Okay, Federal Transit Administration, where are you? All right. Where are our labor partners? All right. Where are our valued and trusted and talented employees? Where are our advocates? Well, we know where our elected officials are. We know where our leadership is. Well, again, I am delighted to represent here on behalf of the Biden-Harris administration for Federal Transit Administration, and just to be here and to thank you all for your steadfast championship of public transportation. We are actually kicking off, well, we kicked it off yesterday. We started in Portland, Oregon on Tuesday evening. We had an event yesterday where we were celebrating another opening yesterday in Portland. And then we are here today, and tomorrow we have another event. So we're really excited. And I want to shout out our FTA team, specifically Susan Fletcher, our regional administrator, and our team in the Region 10 office. They are your eyes, ears, and technical assistance on the ground. They really do represent us in headquarters and make sure you all have the technical assistance and the guidance to get the job done and the dollars in the pavement. So I do want to start with some other thank yous. I certainly want to thank Greg Spots and the entire Seattle DOT team. We need partners. The federal government is just a partner, and we work with many of you. I certainly want to thank Michelle Allison, there's Michelle, and everyone at Metro. I certainly want to thank our federal, state, and local leaders like Mayor Harrell. And he said we need patience when it comes to these projects, but we also need champions when it comes to these projects. And champions are all of you. So all the people that we shouted out and we started with, you're all champions for this project. We cannot get this work done without you as champions. So as we have heard, FTA has contributed $80 million to this project. And it's only possible because of the hard work of you all and our elected officials. So we have come to the Puget Sound to celebrate a new project, and it's not the last time that we're coming to cut the ribbon on these great projects. There have been many successful projects in this region. The Pacific Northwest is very supportive of public transportation, and we are here to celebrate with you. So in fact, the people of the Pacific Northwest do take public transit quite a bit. More than 148 million trips in Portland and Seattle were taken last year alone. So I noted that I am in Oregon and Washington this week to highlight exactly how important public transportation is. So right here in Seattle, more than 60 million trips were taken on King County buses. Buses are the workforce of the public transportation system. And again, we're here to celebrate this new service that's going to make that ridership number grow even more. So in addition to big ticket rail projects, which I know the entire region is really, really excited and happy about, Seattle has been a leader in bus rapid transit. Earlier this year, my predecessor, Nuria Fernandez, was here to sign the grant agreement providing $64 million to the RapidRide G Line. And of course, she also signed the grant for this G Line back in the summer of 2021. And we were talking about how miserable that weather was that day. So I am glad to be here in the sunshine and this lovely breeze over here with you all. So these grants continue a legacy going all the way back to the A-Line. And FTA has been a supportive partner to the RapidRide program with financial and technical assistance. And the results have been nothing short of transformational and impactful. And you all have Rapid J, Rapid I, Rapid K, Rapid R, Rapid G. You have to run out of letters of the alphabet at some time soon. So tens of thousands of riders are getting where they need to go quickly and affordably, corridor after corridor, street after street. So instead of sitting in traffic, the G Line will help people spend more time on the things that really matter: education, healthcare, jobs, and connecting with each other. Now, under the Biden-Harris administration, we're leveraging the greatest investment in American infrastructure in a generation to ensure we invest in communities from the bottom up. So the G Line is a great example of getting projects built all over the country. So in Seattle, in Phoenix, in Indianapolis, we are seeing projects funded during this administration, opened during this administration. Think about that. Funded and opened during this administration. In short, we are getting stuff done. So now in our fourth year, we're seeing what is possible when we have a president, a vice president, a secretary of transportation, and local and state and federal transportation leaders with a vision who have not just been talking about infrastructure week, but are really making us about an infrastructure decade. So thanks to the bipartisan infrastructure law, we've funded 10,200 public transit projects across the country that supports good-paying American jobs and manufacturing, like the new buses that are going to serve the G Line that were produced and manufactured in St. Cloud, Minnesota. But that's not all. We're rebuilding and repairing more than 10,200 bridges, expanding 1,100 airports, funding nearly 170 rail projects nationwide, including those that will modernize and expand America's rail network and deliver the first high-speed rail systems in the country. And we're eliminating or improving more than 400 highway rail crossings. So again, congratulations on this new milestone. Thanks for your support. Continue being champions of this work. But most importantly, ride public transit, encourage people to use public transit as part of their day-to-day, and be ambassadors for this great work and for this great investment. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Administrator. Before I introduce our next speaker, I want to give a shout out to a couple of our team members. We have my senior deputy, Francisca Stefan, over here. Capital Projects Division Director Julius Ramachandra, who has tripled the rate of construction starts, Mayor, this year. We've had 24 construction starts in 8 months. I'd like to thank Project Manager Eric Twyett, Daryl Bulmer, and Trilce Villalobos on the communications team. Mayor, from your team, Deputy Mayor Adiam Emery, and Adonis Ducksworth, who's one of our employees on loan to the mayor's office, and he was doing community relations on this project when I joined SDOT. He took me on my first project tour of this project in 2022. Thank you, Adonis. And then I'd like to thank two of my counterparts at other agencies, Andrew Lee of Seattle Public Utilities and Dawn Lindell at Seattle City Light, because we've refreshed all the infrastructure along this important corridor. So now I'd like to introduce King County Executive Dow Constantine. Dow, thank you so much for your leadership of mass transit around the region. Thank you.
Well, thank you for being here today. There is nothing like celebrating the addition of another essential element of our expanding and integrated regional transit network, and Administrator Vanderpool, to do it in the sunshine. You know, that was unfortunate. It was one of our very, very rare rain events that we had that day. Normally we can count on this weather. You know, I saw Mayor Harrell introduce Senator Peterson from this very district, a strong advocate and partner in all that we do. I also saw my own county council member, Teresa Mosqueda, is here. Thank you for being here. I bet you there's other elected officials hiding out there. RapidRide G will be the spine that connects some of the densest neighborhoods in the Pacific Northwest and creates real mobility for people living in those neighborhoods to reach not just downtown, but destinations throughout central Puget Sound. With this new route, we're making it easier for people, regardless of income, regardless of ability, to access opportunity. If you drive, imagine instead being able to simply walk to a frequent, reliable bus and to be able to get where you need to go without having to drive, to fight traffic, to park, doing so quickly and reliably every time. RapidRide G is also another vital tool in our work to reduce local air pollution and combat global climate change. Increasing transportation options means decreasing the number of cars on the road. And at the same time, we are building a 100% zero-emission transit fleet. Thank you, Michelle Allison, for your leadership. This project, which is a remarkable addition to all of that, would not have been possible without the collaboration of local, of state, of federal partners, and countless community members who advocated for it, demanded it, supported it, put up with the construction for it. So we stand really in this work on the shoulders of many who came before us, and I just want to take a moment as we're opening yet another RapidRide line to thank my predecessor. Ron Sims created this RapidRide program. It was his vision to create a series of routes that would be frequent, reliable, high quality, and allow people a real choice to connect not just one end to the other, but also to our expanding light rail system throughout the region. Thank you, Ron. Transit's a tapestry. It's different pieces woven together to create a complete picture. RapidRide G is now a part of our transit tapestry. Each new line Each new bus line, each new rail line strengthens the fabric, connecting communities and enhancing accessibility for all the people. Thank you. Thank you for helping to make it happen.
Thank you so much. And as we're celebrating our wonderful bus system, I want to mention I'm transit dependent by choice. I moved up here from LA without a car. And to my good friend Michelle Allison of King County Metro, I'm not just your colleague, I'm your customer. And I receive excellent service from the bus system 7 days a week. I really do find a very pleasant, on-time, smooth, and clean ride consistently being your customer. So come on up. Thank you so much, Michelle.
Thank you. All right.
Are there any Metro employees out there?
I know I love this moment. I get to be invited to this space to speak on behalf of the organization, but I always love to first say, Metro and SDOT folks, if you're in the crowd, please give yourself a round of applause. We are here because you all have worked tirelessly for many years, planning, organizing, working on the construction together, and also working with community to ensure that this valuable asset gets launched into our neighborhoods and continues to be the resource to help connect people to the region and to opportunity. It is through your partnership together as agencies and with our colleagues in labor and across the whole infrastructure that helped bring today into reality. So thank you so much. I hope you all feel proud and excited, because I'm certainly proud to represent you here today. At Metro, we are incredibly proud of the role our agency has played and will continue to play in supporting neighbors and businesses who have called this Madison corridor home. Now, together, we are connecting some of our oldest neighborhoods with our newest RapidRide lines. We are so excited to launch another letter into our RapidRide alphabet. It's an honor to be part of the local, regional, state, and federal cooperation that has made the G Line possible. Each partner brought incredible expertise and resource to both listen and deliver to these neighborhoods. As has been mentioned by previous speakers, this was an incredibly impactful program, not just because of what we're delivering, but the impact that it took to get here. So I want to spend a few minutes just calling out by name a couple of the organizations who dedicated their time, their resource, their patience, and most of all their expertise to help represent the community they serve so that this resource could best reflect the needs of this neighborhood. Capitol Hill Farmers Market, Community Roots Housing, Gay City, Miller Community Center, Mount Zion Baptist Church, thanks for hosting, Seattle Central College, Seattle First Baptist Church, Virginia Mason Hospital, and Yesler Community Center. Today is the culmination of the kindness, generosity, and expertise you have given to support your community. Thank you so much for your investment in this work. At Metro, we know the freedom to move is a human right. The RapidRide G Line is an example of living this belief and becoming a reality. We're going to deliver connections from door to door and from city to city. When the G Line service begins September 14th, its riders will be part of this interconnected transit system that we are building together as a region. Light rail connections north to Linwood and south past SeaTac, water taxi rides to West Seattle and Vashon, and the state ferries to Bremerton. And of course, buses that provide access to communities near and far. The G Line is the next step in our vision of developing the fast, frequent, all-day service that our customers want and expect. At the same time that the G Line starts, we have so much else to celebrate when it comes to transit and when it comes to this weekend, frankly. It's truly a momentous service change here at Metro and at Sound Transit, one of the largest in many years. In mid-September, you will see thousands of more weekly bus trips, more night and weekend service, bus connections to 4 new Link light rail stations, and our Metro Flex on-demand service will expand to North Shore. Of course, it all starts here with the letter G. Thank you everyone for writing and for your support of transit. You all make today possible, and you're the reason why we're going to continue to build out that alphabet and provide you the service to make the connections you need. Thank you for being here.
Thank you. Maybe we keep the letter G vibes going, Jaron. If transit is a tapestry, then Geron is a golden thread who's woven his way around all of our transportation networks, the city of Seattle, the city of Bellevue, the private sector helping us from there, and now at Sound Transit. Geron, we really appreciate all of your service to mobility in the region, and I appreciate your friendship and your partnership and the contributions that you made at SDOT at your time there as well. So now I'd like to introduce Geron Sparman, CEO of Sound Transit.
Thank you. Is this working? Yeah. All right. I can't quite hear myself, but that seems to be working. Anyway, good afternoon, everybody. And Director Spots, Greg, and Mayor, please, thank you for inviting me to help celebrate this really significant occasion. So, obviously, Sound Transit is very happy to join with our transit agency partners to contribute resources and support to the RapidRide G project.
Right.
Is that better?
Mic, yeah.
All right. I have to actually feel like I'm sort of blowing spit on it, but I will do my best. Just like you've heard from the Seattle Department of Transportation and King County Metro, providing reliable, frequent transit for this region is at the core of the Sound Transit mission. In the context of our shared missions, it is appropriate that the G Line ribbon cutting on this new RapidRide bus service is happening today. As many of you know, and many of you have heard me say this so many times, you're going to get mad at me if I keep repeating this. But I cannot resist but to point out that tomorrow, Sound Transit will open our one-line extension from Northgate to Linwood, the extra new 4 stations. From a Sound Transit perspective, that is a momentous occasion because we will, for the first time ever, extend light rail service from King County into Snohomish County. And frankly, we expect something on the count of 50,000 new passengers to use the service when it becomes available. These service expansions, SDOT's new dedicated bus lanes here in the core of the city, King County Metro service changes that are coming, and Sound Transit's 4 new light rail stations will expand service for thousands of riders in the region when we create a truly integrated transportation transit system. Our 3 agencies, with significant support from our partners at the Federal Transit Administration, Susan, thank you, Veronica, thank you so much, are delivered on a shared promise, making it easier, faster, and more affordable for people to get to where they need to go every day without having to worry about getting stuck in traffic. The connection between the G Line service and Link Light Rail isn't merely theoretical. If you think about it, with its reliable and frequent service between downtown Seattle, First Hill, Central District, Capitol Hill, and Madison Valley, the new G Line will directly connect all the riders from this whole geography directly to access the Sound Transit 1 line at the Symphony Station, which, by the way, is the current station at University Street, will be renamed on September 9th. So I'm giving you an early heads up that there will be a new name for that station. But that connection will allow people to use the 1 line all the way from Engel Lake and SeaTac Airport and, starting tomorrow, all the way to Linwood in Snohomish County. So to wrap up my comments, I want to extend some thank yous. Seattle Department of Transportation, King County Metro, for delivering this new service to the public. Without committed partners like you getting the work done to build Seattle's transit infrastructure, serve far fewer people. We really depend on you as good partners, and I will have to say, you walk your talk. You have been excellent, outstanding partners. And I count on that going forward as well, by the way. So I want to finish by thanking Mayor Harrell and Director Spots for leading an agency that really meets the public demand by getting the job done. Well done. Thank you.
Thank you, Geron. And our last speaker is keeping the G vibes going, Giselle. All right. Giselle Furlange is the Seattle Academy Associate Head of School. It meant a lot to me when I toured the project in the fall of 2022 to walk the area with your administrators and learn that your students walk up and down Madison every day because the campus is spread out along this spine, and we've just made many of these complex five-way intersections much safer for kids at school. So we're very, very happy to be working in partnership with you. Come on up, Giselle.
Thank you so much. It's truly a pleasure to be with you this afternoon on behalf of the 1,254 Seattle Academy students. They're all in class right now, by the way. It's our second day of school, and our 200 faculty and staff. We're grateful, of course, to Mayor Harrell, King County Metro, and SDOT, who are key partners with Seattle Academy students and staff. Seattle Academy, also known as SAS, prides itself on drawing from diverse neighborhoods across the city. In fact, our students come from 67 different zip codes every day, and we rely on public transportation to get so many of our kids and teachers to school sustainably. Just this morning, I was chatting with an 11th grader who came to school from North Seattle via the light rail, and then a middle school student who came to us from Tukwila this morning. And they're already imagining where they're going to go on the new G Line. Both students talked about the skills of independence that they're learning by taking public transit, the confidence that they develop to navigate the city, the social connections and friendships that have been facilitated, and the ability to become immersed in the life of the city directly. Our mission at Seattle Academy is to challenge students to question, imagine, and create in order to contribute boldly to a changing world. Thank you, SDOT, and everyone who had even just a finger in this project for providing a literal vehicle to help our students grow into confident, resourceful citizens as they contribute to the world around them. We look forward, yes, yes. We are so looking forward to what this new line means for our community as we kick off the new school year. Thank you.
Thank you so much. And with that, we're going to get ready to cut the ribbon and celebrate this milestone. I want to invite everybody after that, take a little stroll down the hill and check out the center bus boarding island and the way we've created a beautiful pedestrian and bike connections in the five-way intersection there at 12th. You'll get to see what this project is all about. Thank you, everyone, for coming. Oh. Yeah. Where's the ribbon cutting taking place? Right over here. Okay, we'll be doing that right now.